To find out how to do Project 1, you first need to go to the assignment description. Go to Content, make sure you're under Unit 1 Critical Reading, and then scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page where it says Project 1. Your assignment is to find an article and evaluate it using the critical reading skills you've learned in our textbook this week. And you'll complete this worksheet, which will guide you through the process a little bit. So note you need to give the title of the article you found, the link, and evaluate it using these 4 criteria: credibility, larger context, reasoning, and how it challenges you. Now you can find some good questions and more information on how to do this type of evaluation in the textbook. When you're in MindTap, go to Unit 1, click on the Critical Thinking section, and under Chapter 1, you'll find the 4 evaluation criteria under 1-1D, okay, in Chapter 1. So under each criteria, right here, the first one, judge the reading's credibility, you'll find a bunch of questions to ask yourself. And for the first one, you're dealing with how do we know the author is credible? So maybe try to find what expertise does this author have? Do they have degrees in the related area they're talking about, or work experience? Does the publisher have a good reputation? Then for 2, put the reading in a larger context, all right? So how do the text ideas match what you know from other sources about this topic? 3, evaluate the reasoning and support. What evidence or logic do they use to make their argument? And then 4, reflect on how the reading challenges you. Now, a quick note, for this assignment, I do not recommend using news articles. I find that they just don't work as well for this assignment. Students usually do a lot better when they pick articles that make some sort of case or argument, like this one, why reading books should be your priority according to science, or when they're the article's sort of answering a question to make a point, like what is a biblical view on freedom of speech. Now, one last thing to know about the assignment, you're asked to write a summary here, okay? So a summary is when you present just the ideas that are in the text and you do not include your opinion or evaluate the source at all. So if you need to know a little bit more about summary, you can go down here to where it says quoting, paraphrasing, and summarizing, and watch the tutorial here. And I also recommend doing the practice session. I'll also include another video on summarizing in the message where you found these directions. And that's all the instructions that you need to know for how to do Project 1.